MP5 is actually stronger than the M4A1 with real data that you can actually see that it's true. So if we go to weapons here, I'm going to go to, here's the M4A1 just to show you what I have on it, because it doesn't matter what you have on it, it doesn't make a difference, but I guess I could just show you with nothing on it. But all I have is this thermal hybrid, and then sleight of hand to make me reload faster, and that's it. And we go to the, oops, damn, what am I doing? MP5, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Go to optics, put on the thermal, and then perk sleight of hands. You can do this with or without, it literally makes no difference, so don't worry about that. This also will work against, let's see here, hold on. Oh yeah, I want to show something real fast. So if you go to this gun, you'll see the stats down there for damage. If you then go like here and replace it, it'll show you the difference between the guns. And you can see that the MP5 does significantly less damage. Look at that big old red line right there. That's how much less damage it does. Does that carry over in reality though? Well, we'll find out. So for the setup, I just have bot setup. I have 2 friendly bots. In the game rules, I have it here. Yeah, I have friendly fire on, and then I have the punishment disabled, so I can kill them as many times as I want. Health and everything else is default. So this is going to be well, actually, wait, hold on. I think I have it on hardcore right now. Game rules. Go backward to gameplay. Yeah, disable that. Okay. So now it's going to be regular, just core gameplay. Realism and core, from what I can tell so far as damage by bullets, is the same. Hardcore obviously is a lot less bullets to kill somebody. Anyway, so here we go. I'll show you guys the evidence that the MP5 is actually stronger. And actually, almost all the SMGs are. This is true for the other ones on the list too. Everything I think except for the P90 and the MP7. So I've been sitting here for a few hours just messing around with this. It's kind of crazy. Put them to single fire so you can see exactly how many bullets I'm firing. Alright, so let's start with the M4A1. I wish there was a way I can just tell him to stay still. Now from this distance here... Oh wait. Do I not have friendly? Okay, let's try that again. I thought I just put friendly fire on. We'll try that again. Alright, so let's go back to game setup real fast. Game rules. I thought I had this set up already. Let's see here. Friendly fire is disabled. Enable that and disable that. Cool. I must have accidentally switched it. By the way, these guys take just as much damage as enemies, so it doesn't matter that they're friendlies. They have the same health. And you can verify. I've already verified this by going against opposing bots, and it's still the same. This is harder to show that way. Alright, so here we go. About to see the evidence now that the MP5 is actually stronger than the M4A1. Takes less shots fired to kill. You might be thinking, well, why not just use that gun? Well, you'll see why in a second. So I have both set to single fire. We'll start with the M4A1. She moved. Hold on, let's try him. I gotta wait till they stop moving around so much. Right, so there's 4 shots it takes to kill him in the body with the M4A1. Now we'll go to the MP5. Did he spawn over here? There he is. Now the MP5. He'll stop running in a second. Okay, before, when I was playing, it was like one would always stay still like this guy. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. So notice only 3 shots with the MP5 and 4 shots with the M4A1. So you might be wondering, well, that's obviously better. Now let's do headshots really fast. So this is also carries over to headshots. Let's see here. Ah, bag it. Stop moving. So 2 headshots with the MP5 and with the M4. 3 shots. And I might be wondering, well, what about the distance you are? And that's where it does make a difference. So the M4A1 has a longer range. The thing is, it doesn't matter how close or far you are from the enemy, it's always going to take 3 headshots and 4 body shots. So it's consistent, whether they're far away or they're up close, it's always going to do that amount. Whereas the MP5 varies depending on how close you are. So if I get really close to her with this gun, it still takes 3 shots, it doesn't matter. In the head, 4 shots in the body. If they're far away, though, the advantage of this gun is if they're far away like this guy, I can still hit him. We'll do a body shot with 4 shots. And he's dead. But watch this. The MP5 doesn't have much disadvantage in this area. So up close, though, anything that's up close at all to these guys, like even from this range here, I can hit him with 3 shots to the body. And he's dead. So that's definitely more powerful, 3 shots versus 4 shots. And this is true for a pretty good distance. Right about here, I think it'll still do 4 shots. And it's 3 shots. That's 4 shots. So you'll see the distance change. The distance when you get about that far away, is about here to that barrel right about there is 4 shots. Right about here, 3 shots. So it has a huge advantage for, you know, close battle, and it also shoots very fast. So if you were to hip fire at this distance right here, you could, you know, kill pretty easy, especially if you have it on full automatic. I have it on semi-automatic right now. The disadvantage, so you might be wondering, why not just use the MP5 like all the time then? Why even use the other gun? The difference is when you get even farther away. I think it's right about this distance here. Now that's still 4 shots. When you get a certain distance away, it takes 5 shots with the MP5, whereas with the M4A1 it still takes 4 shots. So the M4A1 is consistently 4 shots regardless how far away. I don't know if I can get far enough away from this. Come on, move. Okay, maybe from here. Let's see, hold on. See if I can get far enough away. Should have enough time to heal. There we go. So you can see there it took 5 shots. So once you get, you know, a decent distance away, this gun becomes, you know, weaker than the M4A1. But if you plan to be medium to close range, this is going to be your go-to gun. But this isn't the only gun that does that. Like I said, if you choose anything but the P90 or the MP7, so all these other guns are just as powerful. And so then you just got to decide, you know, what you like or dislike about them. Like this one gives you less mobility and less control, but it gives you better range. P90 is just pretty much less everything, but a faster fire rate. But also that gun has a lot of bullets, so that might be something worth having. But like I said, it does less damage, so it still takes 4 shots. And then it gets weaker, like the MP5 for farther distances. So I think between these 2 guns, I prefer the MP5. But the Uzi is also very strong. It does it as well. But you can see its stats is almost less than an MP5 on everything, and all you're getting is a little bit more mobility out of it. And this gun too, all the other guns, just compared to MP5, just seems like the best gun in this class. The P90 is nice too, but anyway. And you can test this yourself and see that. And all you have to do is set up a game, set friendly fire on, so forth. Now the other thing I wanted to show is that the FAL is actually a really powerful gun. And if you take the time to unlock, I haven't done it yet, but if you take the time to unlock burst fire, it'd probably be a really good gun to use. Let's go ahead and switch to that gun really fast. And then go ahead and go to optics here. It's naturally going to be single fire right now. And then if you want to kill yourself in this game mode, you just get in front of it. You have to put the down, get in front of it. So if you ever wonder how you could kill yourself, that's how to do it.
Textbook, well done.
So I'm using the live service right now to actually record this video. That's how I usually do my game videos like that. And so yeah, anyway, if anyone happens to be there, you can use the text chat, I can see it. Alright, so I think it's supposed to show me when people are here, but I'm on a weird part of it. I don't know, I don't see anything. Maybe I should go back to... So I wanted to show something with this gun. If you go to game roles and go to gameplay, if we put hardcore, enable hardcore, like I said, realism, the guns, I can't see no difference between any of the guns in realism versus core. It takes just as many bullets to kill from the testing I've done so far. Anyway, I want to make sure though that it keeps friendly fire on and all that's okay. I don't want it to punish this. I want it to enable friendly fire. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's still on hardcore. Okay, I just want the damage on hardcore mode. You can see it takes much less bullets to kill in hardcore. The FAL I want to show right now. Yeah, I can only imagine with burst fire this gun would be very powerful in hardcore mode. That's why I've been trying to use it more often to rank it up, because I want to get that burst fire. And I don't think there's a blueprint for it that gives burst fire, so I think that's everything. Okay, let's go ahead and start it up. Alright, so the M4A1, you can see from this distance, oh, I forgot to set single fire. There we go, single fire. Notice it takes 2 shots landed to kill them in hardcore mode with M4A1. Even if I'm up close. See that? 2 shots still, even when what if I'm point blank? Even if I'm point blank, it still takes 2 shots with M4A1. Watch this. This is the FAL.
Securing B. We're holding Bravo.
One shot kill. So yeah, it is single fire until you unlock that burst mode. And you'll never be, this gun cannot be automatic. I actually wonder, watch how fast you can fire. I actually wonder if you were to use a modded controller that has rapid fire, how fast this gun actually fires, what its fire rate is with a modded controller. Guess that would be cheating though, don't know. Obviously it wouldn't be allowed in a tournament or anything. But it'd be fun. It'd be fun to have this gun on automatic like that. But I tend to, even when I'm using my M4A1, which is my primary gun, I tend to still do, anyway, this gun is going to be, even the headshots, obviously one shot. I tend to do a burst mode anyway. I tend, like even with this gun, I tend to go like this. I tend to shoot like that anyway. But anyway, watch. This one, if you get a headshot with the M4A1 and hardcore, it will kill in 1 shot versus 3 shots in core. So 1 shot kills with this as headshots. That's good. But watch this. Let's go to our MP. Watch this. Is crazy. Just to prove that the MP5, even hardcore, is a more powerful gun than the M4A1. We'll change the FAL over to our MP5. Give it the, oops, wrong one. Thermal. And I just give it fast hands, or sleight of hand, to be able to. Okay, now up close and personal, watch what happens. One shot kill, even if it's not a headshot. Wait, hold on, did I change already? Oh, I didn't, hold on. I have to kill myself. Oh no, I can't kill myself in this mode. I thought I could. Okay, hold on. Well, just redo it again. I thought I can kill myself in hardcore. Maybe I was at too different of an angle or something. I don't know. That's kind of strange. Shouldn't make a difference. Alright, let's try that again. So for hardcore, the FAL I think is a formidable weapon. Also, by the way, in core, the FAL and also the AK-47 kill in 3 bullets, so to the chest, and 2 bullets to the head, so they're as powerful as MP5. I just don't understand why the MP5 is so powerful and why other SMGs are so powerful. They shouldn't kill in 3 bullets, even when you're close like that. Not based on what the stats are. The stats, you know, are reading as if they're here. Single fire. Okay, here's the MP5, and if I get close, you notice even though it's not a headshot, and that was hip fire, so it doesn't matter whether it's hip fire or it's on single fire. If I'm from a distance, look at that. This is the MP5, guys. One shot kill from that distance. I mean, how far do I have to be before it becomes 2 shots? 1 shot kill. Watch, just to prove. Let's go back to the M4. Watch. Here's the M4A1, which is supposed to be remarkably more powerful. Oops. Oh, hold on. I have it. I didn't have it on single fire. Alright, so this is supposed to be remarkably more powerful. Stop running. See? Even up close and personal, this still takes 2 shots to kill. And from a distance, still takes 2 shots to kill. Whereas that MP5 in hardcore, MP5 in hardcore is a gun to be reckoned with. It's pretty badass. I think they need to fix this. It doesn't seem right. So there's from up close, like I showed before. Now we'll do it from a good distance. And by the way, this works on regular enemies too. It's not like because they're teammates or something. There's no difference. You can verify this yourself by going to them to test it. Maybe I'll do that real quick before I close the video. Let's see, from this distance, will it still take 1 shot? Okay, so that distance it took 2 shots. I want to try that again, I'm kind of curious. At what distance does it take to? What about here? So from that distance, it's still 1 shot. Remember, the M4 takes 2 shots. And with how fast this thing shoots like this, that's crazy, you know, because it has a really fast fire rate. And from that distance, it takes 2 shots. At what distance does it take 3 shots? Do you have to be all the way across a map or something? Like, the M4A1, yeah, it can get really long, a lot longer shots, so it has that benefit. But if you mainly play, you know, mid-range to close range, then this gun just seems like it'd be the better gun. Interesting enough, though, I have a hard time playing. I'm getting better with it, but still 2 shots from that distance, so that's a pretty good distance. But yeah, when I play with it, it just feels like, I don't know, maybe it's 'cause I'm not used to it yet. I've been doing a lot better with it. I've been getting like, you know, 21-20 or 21-15. I'm not like a pro player or even like a really good competitive player. I'm just decent. Still 2 shots. I'm trying to get far enough away. How far can I get from that guy? Okay, that's pretty far. Still 2 shots. That's insane. This gun is crazy. Look at up close. It's doing more damage than the M4A1. From far away, it's doing the same amount of damage as the M4A1. It's still, I mean, the M4A1 I guess has better control. You know, like if I were to like shoot this thing right here, my grouping. Looks like what, 2? Where's another one of those at? This one already has some pre-holes in it. I'm gonna go from like a little bit distance. I want to see something. For that quick burst like that, though, most of those are in there. That's pretty good. I only get so many of these, so no holes in this one. About the same distance. Oops, that's one. Look at that, a lot better control. You can nail a lot more bullets, you know, in a short time. So there's that benefit. So that's probably why it feels more powerful when you're shooting from certain distances. But anyway, let's try this one and see if I can do that same thing. And look at that, it's still really good control. I had to like hold a little bit, like hold down on the right stick a little bit as I'm shooting in order to get that kind of accuracy. That was without holding anything. Look at that, that's awesome. What about from a farther distance? Let's say from here. And I'll put it right in the center. That's pretty damn good. Let's go even farther. Oops, out of bullets, so I have to reload. You can see it starts to kind of lose control there when I just hold it down. Whereas the M4A1, I can let's go from more of a distance here. There we go. Hold down. It still climbs up though, so you just have to hold down on the D-pads. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm just so surprised that this thing does so much damage. It's got to be a mistake or something they made, but it's not just this gun. Like I said, it's every SMG except for the P90 and the other one I said, the MP7. And you know, I was able to notice this far. Let's see how many shots this takes for this far away. I think that was 2. I forgot to switch it back to single fire. Who else here? I'm trying to get a really far. Where was that? I thought there was someone right here, wasn't there? Ah, they're behind the wall. Let's see if I can get them to move. Oh, that's right. 1 punch kills in a hardcore as well. So, definitely worth punching people. Anyway, crazy gun. So, I wonder if they're going to fix that, or if that's just how they're intended to be. There's not a whole lot of drawbacks. I mean, think about it, right? The MP5 makes you extremely fast. Let me go and change some things here really fast. I typically play hardcore, actually. I mean, realism's pretty cool too, but I don't know, I like hardcore a lot. I don't like that you can kill your teammates. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but let's see, let's go to game rules. Let's go back to, actually what I'm going to reset everything. Let's reset back to defaults, and then all I'm going to do is nothing, I think. I think I'm just going to leave it default. And then we'll go to bots here. I'll give a couple friendly bots just to make it. Oh wait, hold on. I like mixed. Let's go to mixed. We'll give it a little bit of variety. I'll just make mine be dum-dums, so it'll be recruit. And, oh, let's change the map. Hold on. Let's go to Hackney Yard. And, just so you can see that the gun still, like, I don't know, I might try to actually do a single fire shot just to try to show you that you can. Actually, I should have just set it up on that same map with just 1 or 2 enemies, and then I could have pretty easily. Oh wow. Well, it's on hardcore anyway, so it's going to be 2 shots. But I'm just curious if it still does 2 shots from really far away. And definitely for hip fire shots, the gun is, put a laser on it. Anyway, definitely a gun worth trying if you haven't tried it yet. I feel like the sound is really loud. And you know, you have a lot faster movement speed with this gun. As you can see, look how fast I'm running. How fast I'm strafing. Versus this gun, I'm slower, see?
Assist your team at B.
Watch this gun. You can feel the difference when I'm running versus this gun. Definitely have more movement speed with this gun. The downside, like I said, is shooting from a distance. I'm actually trying the scope for the first time. I haven't tried it yet. I think I have it unlocked for my M4A1. Wait, is this on hard? Oh wait, this isn't on hardcore. I thought, oh that's right, because I reset it. So it's on, okay, this is on core. Alright, so this is taking 3 shots from close range. See, 3 shots. I missed that first one, so throw that down.
Good copy. I'm at 2-2 on approach to drop.
Yeah, 3 shots. So I just want to prove that it doesn't matter whether the enemy is a friendly or not, it still does the amount of damage I said it does. I wonder where are they at right now, you think? Oh, let's just go right there. This is actually a good place to hold. You usually don't want to go farther than this, just to here. You can shoot people there, come around like this, and go over here. Shoot them when they come up that wall right there. It's kind of a cool place. You can hear them when they come behind you. And you can also shoot over there on that roof over there, especially when it's headquarters. Forgot I was on single fire. I already showed you guys how that worked. Anyway, I don't know why I'm still playing. There's really nothing else to show. I guess I can maybe try to show it. Maybe show the FAL. I don't know. I think I've already showed the FAL though. Wait, did that just disappear? Oh, it did. Guess I left it way too long. Oh, also, this gun still does the same amount of damage when you put on the perk that gives you, or not the perk, the ammo. So if you put on the 45 ammo, I think it reduces your speed a little bit, that's the negative. But it doesn't reduce the power of the gun. He's actually shooting from a good spot. So when you are on this side, challenging someone in that window, it's actually good to shoot from here because it's harder it gives them a harder target. That was blind fire, hip fire. Anyway, so as you can see, it works even when against enemies. So.
Okay, lads, clean yourselves up.
I wish I didn't mind single fire guns, but I really don't like having to press a button a bunch of times really fast. And with the FAL, that's really something that you need to be able to do. But you can actually get, like I said, if you rank it up to, I think it's a high ranking. You have to reuse the gun for quite a while, I think, when you unlock the burst fire mode for it. It's so dumb you have to use that gun for so long to unlock that. I wish there was at least a blueprint or something where you can, do other tasks to unlock that faster. It's just ridiculous. I don't want to play with the gun that long just to unlock it, because single fire is really hard to play with. But on hard, if you want it, the best place to level up that gun is hardcore. So going back online, filter, hit square to go to hardcore modes, and go ahead and try one game, I guess. I'll try it with the FAL. And also the MP5. I play with the MP5 here and there. I've been trying to get fast hands unlocked for it. I just feel like it's harder. On certain maps it's good, but like when you have that longer distance, then the M4 is definitely a better gun. But like on Hackney Yard, the MP5 is pretty good.
Hello?
And there's a few other ones that it's good too on. I think if I mute all, they can't hear me, but you guys should still be able to hear me in the video. I hope. But anyway, yeah, so the MP5 is good on that map. It's good on, obviously, Shoot House. There's other maps you can do okay with it depending on how you play those maps. Like Crash, it can be okay on that map depending on how you use it. Like I said, if you have to start getting to like medium to longer distance shots, that gun is harder to hit those shots with. Actually, I'm going to keep them muted. Hopefully you guys can hear me in the video. I wonder if I could probably check it actually. I can actually do the playback on YouTube. See if I can't hear myself talking. Trying to rewind back a little bit here.
No prisoners. Shoot to kill.
I'm trying to see if I
Report ahead.
Yeah, cool. So it looks like you guys can still hear me when I have it muted. That's good. Alright, good. Take that off. Also unlocking, the scopes you like for this gun would be nice too. This is an okay scope, but I don't have any other ones unlocked on it. So like I said, on hardcore, this is the way you want to level this gun up. Take it to hardcore. One shot kill like you just saw there. You have to get used to not playing with the HUD because this doesn't have, well actually this does have the, it's interesting, realism mode. I was trying to shoot high because I wasn't sure if that guy was right in front of me and my teammate. Because you can kill your teammates. You gotta it gives you an extra thing to be aware of. You have to kind of stay aware of your teammates, kind of where they're at, so you don't shoot them. But anyway, so on realism mode, you don't have the JPS. You notice that? On this game, you do have not GPS, GPS. Yeah, so on hardcore you have the GPS, but it doesn't show you. You got the. I could have swore I would have had a better view of him coming in than he did of me. I saw that claymore, but I saw it was a teammate's claymore. That was blind fire. They know I'm in here now, so they're going to be coming for me. But I kind of like that. It's kind of fun. I heard footsteps.
Friendly Wilson on station. Beginning sweep.
also have it set to where when you look at the options in your settings, you can set it to where sprint is automatic. So it'll sprint if you just hold forward. And then to tactical sprint, you still have to press L3 twice, but for just regular sprint, you just hold forward and it'll sprint. And if you want to walk forward, just don't press all the way forward. Or if you want to walk slower, you can just go to crouch. Crouch. Alright. Some kills going on here. Damn. So anyway, you have the GPS with hardcore, but with realism you don't have the, or you have the, right here's a good place to be. Gives you less of your body to be seen. Yeah, I think I have the sound really high right now. You guys fucking barely hear me. See those red footprints? Damn. Got him. I like using the tracker approach. It's pretty nice. I don't know if it's better than other options. I mean, the other options you have are, well, I'm doing right now. But, you know, this gun is not easy to play. I can't wait to try it the first time. Oh, you know what I should do? I should try it against robots with burst fire just to see if I like it. Rather than trying to level it up and then realize I don't even like it. Hit that guy. I wish I had better scope. He might be dead actually. The main thing I like about hardcore over realism is less damage. I like that. It feels more realistic. It takes less bullets to kill someone. The other thing I love about hardcore is there's no kill cam, so it's harder for them to get intel about where you were when you killed them. With realism, there's still a kill cam, which makes no sense because the whole point of realism is supposed to be realistic. How is it realistic if you have a kill cam? You know, I don't know why I tried to get up there that way. I should have gone up there this way. Oops. I don't know if you can make that jump fit without going there first. I wanted to get this tag back, but I didn't want to do it. Damn, it's not doing very well. You can also get up there this way. Oh, you have to go like this, huh? A lot more fun. Alright, that guy, he's looking for me over here. say what's nice about this gun is you can get kills with one shot. And it doesn't have to be a headshot, you know. You don't have to worry about getting headshots with this gun. At least not in hardcore mode, you don't. Oh, it's behind me. That's the only way you get intel. It's like when you get a C for a brief moment like that because you just died. Oh, wait, okay, there was a guy in there. Wow, I'm doing so bad. I should go and grab my tag really fast. I don't think I'm not like super good at this game anymore. Just a casual player that plays a lot. Usually I don't play this game so much. Modern Warfare or just Call of Duties. I don't. Me and my wife don't tend to play these games that much. But this one we've been playing a lot. I really like it a lot. I know there's a lot of complaints about this game, but I love it. I wonder how many. Yes, I feel like I died a lot. 17 times. Alright, cool. So yeah, hardcore, the best place to buff up that FAL because it's super powerful there. It's actually really powerful in general. It only takes 2 shots to kill in core, so it's still a really powerful gun. Or no, I think it takes 3 shots, sorry. 3 shots to the body, 2 shots to the head. But in core, or in hardcore, it's just 1 shot period, no matter where you shoot him at. And I don't think it matters the distance either. I haven't found a distance where it takes more than 1 shot yet, so... yeah, awesome gun, in that mode at least. But it is single fire, so that's the downside. Again, eventually unlock the burst fire for it, so that's cool. And then, the MP5, excellent gun. I probably should have done a round with that gun. Maybe I still should. Let me go and change the volume so I'm not talking so loud. I'll turn the master volume way down. Which means I won't really be able to hear footsteps or anything, so... I think effects volume, I think that includes footsteps and stuff. Alright, cool. Alright, let's try one more of those. This time I'll do it with the MP5. Hopefully it gives me a decent map for the MP5. Alright, cool.
I'm getting a shot of it.
Oh yeah, like I said, if you don't mind the slightly reduced speed using the MP5, you can give it the ammunition, which will give you, if you go here, and then ammunition, give it the 45 rounds, and all it does is it aim down sight speed and movement speed, so it does give you a little bit slower speed, but you know, at the benefit of having a lot more ammo, so it's something to consider. It doesn't feel that much slower. It's still really fast. I can't wait to get quick hands for this thing. I hate reloading so slowly. I probably just made the whole spawn thing change. Where is that person? I didn't see where he was. Laying down, probably. Man, I can't hear nothing now. It's so low. I can't hear footsteps. Where is he at? Is he up in that window? Maybe I should stop trying to just run to where I want to go. I get my mind like set on what I want to do. I just keep doing it. There's someone right there. I thought they'd be up in the window. Oh. No, I think. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's much different. I think I would still rather have a extra. It definitely doesn't take away the power though. I tested that. Like it still does the same amount of damage. Like only 3 hits in core. Oh, was that an enemy? Okay, it was. Almost thought it was a teammate. So I was like, wait a minute, the red footsteps. I'm playing a really kind of like mellow game. I like to do this sometimes. I just worry more about my kill death ratio, not really trying to be so high strung about getting a bunch of kills. It just feels more relaxed playing this way. I shot a little too high. What's my kills right now? Only 5 kills. Wow, I'm going really slow. Anyway, you get the idea. My anxiety's bothering me, so gonna call it done. But yeah, anyway, MP5, powerful gun.